Hello everyone, my name is Monalisa Shinde and I welcome you all to the channel SS Tech Phoenix and Exemplary Learning Community. This is the second part of SQL commands and we are going to learn DML, that is Data Manipulation Language commands. So let's start. These are the contents of our video. Types of commands. We are going to see what are the types of commands in brief. Then how these data manipulation language commands are used and what are that commands. So this is the classification of types of commands. I have already uploaded a video introduction to the types of SQL commands which describes how these commands are categorized into these 5 types and the significance of all these commands. Also, I have uploaded a video on DDL commands, how we can use that command into the SQL. You can check both the links into the description box. So, we are going to learn DML in detail, data manipulation language, and it deals with data mainly. DDL deals with the structure of table, DML deals with the actual data into the database. It helps us to insert data, to delete, to update means change that data and also to merge the data into the database. These commands are not auto-committed, means whenever we perform the operations with the help of DML commands, whatever changes are made into the system that are not permanent changes. It can't permanently save all the changes. They can be rollback means some we can cancel. Rollback means cancel the changes or we need to operate some another commands to make the changes permanent into the database. So there are 4 commands. Actually, these 3 commands are the basic one and merge command is the combination of first 3 commands. I am going to upload a separate video for the merge command. So let's start. First command is insert command. It is used to insert the values in the table. Its syntax is insert into and table name. The table name where we want to insert the data and we can specify the column names one by one, whatever columns appear into the table, and then what values, where into bracket we have to give actual values which we want to store into the respective columns. Value 1 will go into the column number 1 and so on. We can see this second statement is optional one. The question is when we have to use this statement and when we can drop the statement. So answer is when we know the sequence in which columns occur into the table, then we can drop this statement. Means we must have to specify the values in the same sequence in which that occur into the tables. If we see the example, student is the table and there are 4 columns: roll number, name, address and marks, and I know the sequence in which that occur into the table, then we can directly specify the values. 1 will go into the roll number, Prasad into name, Pune in address and 456 into the marks column. So here we knew that in which sequence all the columns are there into the table. That's why we have dropped the second statement of columns. But if we forgot the sequence in which that columns occur, then we can write like this. Now, roll number, name, marks and address. Here you can see the sequence of last 2 columns is interchange. Still, if we provide the correct values in the same sequence which we written here, then that value will be correctly stored into the database. Means 1 will go into the roll number, Prasad into name and 456 marks into the marks column, Pune in address column. Then also this query will work correctly. See, this will be the result 1 Prasad Pune and 456 for both the queries. So next is delete command. Just like insert is used to insert data, delete is used to remove one or more rows from a table. Means this is used to delete the data from the table. But this delete command is used for one by one record deleting, or we can delete more than one records at a time. Delete from table name. This is the syntax. Delete from, and table name means we have to give the name of the table where we want to delete the data. And now where condition. Now where condition specifies the particular condition for which we want to delete the data. First look at the example, then it will be more clear. Delete from student where roll number is equal to 2. Consider this is the table in the database and we want to delete the record of roll number 2. Then system will check whether where condition satisfy for this record. No. If it is satisfy this, yes, roll number 2, this where condition is true for this record. System will again check whether the condition is true for this, and for both condition will false. So system got only one record which is satisfying the where condition. Now this second means roll number 2, Manasvi, Mumbai and 408. This one record will be deleted from the system, and see this will be the result. System remains with only 3 records. Now with the help of this particular query we have deleted one record, but delete command also used to delete multiple records in a single query. Now see second example, delete from student where marks less than 475. If we consider this is the records, or this table is available in the system. Now check marks less than 475. See marks less than 475 false, true, true. Where condition is satisfying or true for two records available in the table. Now with the help of this delete command we can delete both the records from the system at a time, means at once we can delete both two records. So this will be the result, means only one record will remain into the database, into the table. So we have seen the delete condition can be used to delete single record, means one by one, or we can delete multiple records. Next command is update command. It is used to update or modify the values in table. This is the syntax: update table name. Now this is the table name where we want to change. Set column name 1, value 1, column name 2, value 2, like that all the columns. And this is the where condition. We have to specify the where condition, but it is optional one. Now we will see how it is optional. Consider first example. Consider this is the table available in the database. Update student. I want to change data into the student table. So this is the table name. Then we have to write set, and now column name. Here we have to specify all the columns for which we need to change the value. So I want to change only name column. That's why I have specified only one column. So column name, and I want to specify the value Sneha. So column name and value, where roll number is 3. Now this is the condition for which I want to make the updations. So in the system, roll number 3 will be searched first. Condition is false. It is not roll number 3, not roll number 3. Yes, condition is true for this record. Again condition is false, means it found one record. So now it will search what is to be updated. Column name is name. So it will search for the column name, and now it is found record number 3, means roll number 3, and it needs to be changed Sumit to Sneha. So after execution of this query, this will be the result, that is Sumit is updated with name Sneha. And with the help of this update command we have updated one record into the database. But we can update multiple records at a time also. See, this is the next example. Update account. Set minimum account balance. Now we can see there is no where condition. Consider this is the table existing in database. This is bank database and table name is account number, name, address and minimum account balance are the fields into that table. So bank want to set a minimum account balance that is 1000. Previously this was different for all the users. Or we can update the record of all users in a single query. There is no where condition means this is true for all the records and it will directly update the record of all users into the system. See, this will be the result of the query. We have set 1000 minimum account balance for all the users into the table account. Now, with the help of this query, we update value in one column. Just like that, we can update the value in multiple columns in a single query. Now look at the second example. Update company. Set address is equal to Pune and salary is equal to 25,000. Now again we have not specified any where condition, means where condition is true for all the records in company table. Now consider this is the table existing in database, company ID, name, address and salary. Here address is different for all the employees and salary is also different for all the employees. But now it may possible company has shifted some another location and they want to restructure all the records. Now salary will be 25,000 for all the employees and their location will be Pune. So after executing this query, it will update the records for all the employees and it will change two columns. Address will be Pune for everyone and salary will be 25 for everyone. Now see, this is the result. Pune and salary is 25,000 for everyone. So with the help of update command, we can update multiple records and also multiple columns at a time. If you like the video, then please like and subscribe the channel and share your comments into the comment section. Thank you. Thank you so much.